Hi, this is Robin Thomas with Living Well Connections. And today I'd love to introduce you to Liz Winders. She and I haven't known each other long, but it's just been fascinating to get to know you a little bit today. And I know that you're going to enjoy finding out more about Dr. Liz. Dr. Liz is a retired clinical psychologist. She has 15 years of experience working with clients that have suffered from anxiety, depression, depression, trauma, and the whole host of other personal pains. In 2017, she began a shift toward energy healing and is now a certified emotion code and body code practitioner and angelic healer. Upon completion of the certification in emotion code and seeing the dramatic improvements in clients' lives, Dr. Liz knew it was time to pursue a career shift that included a focus on energy healing. She left her psychotherapy practice to move into the field of energy healing fully. Dr. Liz has a deep understanding that healing occurs when we include and honor all aspects of self. Oh, that's fascinating, Liz, and I can't wait to hear more details about it because I know just from the work you've done in the past, you're very passionate about holistic health. But I want to know the background of, in 2017, you shift toward energy healing. How did that happen? How did you get interested in energy healing?
Yeah, so I thank you for having me, first of all. I went through a big shift. I've always been a consumer of holistic health, but I never really knew that I would be on the other side. And when my daughter was born a little over 7 years ago, I had a traumatic birth and I ended up with postpartum PTSD. And being a therapist, I thought I could treat it myself. And of course, that failed miserably. And so then I went to the best of the best therapist I could find. And I was really just underwhelmed. I was like, gosh, I want my life back. And I just began this journey of taking a really deep dive into alternative healing. I saw every shaman in town. I did everything I could possibly get my hands on. And it wasn't until I came across Emotion Code that I felt a huge shift. Within two sessions, I lost 25 pounds and I felt like I could breathe again. I felt like, oh, this is what it's like to be me. So I immediately got certified in Emotion Code. Um, and I think I didn't really know at the time that I would be making a career shift. I just thought this is going to be great for my therapy clients because it helped me so much. And so I began practicing on my clients that were willing participants, and they started getting better so much faster than traditional psychotherapy techniques.
Wow.
Um, so then I immediately went on to get certified in body code, and that took me a bit longer. But again, I practiced with my clients that were willing, and it was just so powerful. I was at this point of like making this big shift of, um, leaving a career that one, I always knew I wanted to do. And, hearing things from like my dad and my husband, like, wait, what? You've got student loans you're still paying off and things like that, to knowing at my deepest level that this work was what I was meant to do, and was just so much more authentic and tuned in to my value system, which is helping people in an efficient way. Um, and so I made the shift. And
That's fascinating. Can you tell me just from my own personal and probably anyone else here, the difference between the emotion code and the body code?
I can, yeah. So emotion code is just clearing trapped emotions. So you
Mhm.
very simply, you muscle test, is there a trapped emotion to be released? And you go through the little chart. Yes, you got this trapped emotion in whatever, 1988, and we clear that one trapped emotion of, say, anger. Body Code is an entire app. They're getting ready to come out with, I think they're calling it Body Code 3.0, like within the next 2 weeks, but there are over 1,000 different imbalances within Body Code that you can clear. But it's the same basic idea. You present with a symptom, say it is trauma or depression, and you ask the question, what needs to be cleared so that the client can be free from this symptom? And you go through the different, is it on the right side of the map? Is it on the left side? Is it A, B, or C? Until you find the root cause, and then you clear that root cause, and then you just wash and repeat over
Oh,
and over again.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, that leads me directly into, I mean, my next question is, you know, who can you help? And when people come for this, I mean, what are they generally looking to get out of working with you?
Um, I mean, it's really broad. As a psychologist, I was trained to have a specialty, and I was a trauma specialist, an anxiety specialist. But it's been so fun to just be able to work with whatever shows up for people. So people come to me with physical pain. They come to me with Epstein-Barr symptoms. They come to me for trauma or other like emotional struggles. I recently have had a big influx of parents calling me to work on their children. Children with chemical sensitivities or food sensitivities or behavioral issues. It is pretty much anybody, because we all live on this planet that is filled with lots of toxic exposure, misdirected energy, and none of us really know how to move energy out of our bodies, unless of course you do some training and you are, maybe an energy healer yourself. But most of us are taught you stuff your feelings,
Oh, yeah.
and um, and that doesn't work for anybody,
I
right?
think, yeah, I think that's so true. And then does this have anything to do with like cellular memory? Of Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, we
absolutely.
definitely get into, clearing ancestral wounds,
Mhm.
and making shifts on a cellular level, inherited energies. It's pretty broad.
Oh, that's a lot. You have so much to offer. So, what's your favorite part? I loved this because that's when the passion comes as people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
So,
favorite part of your
well,
business?
my favorite part is sort of what I just described, the utter just openness. And I never know what's going to come my way, whether I'm working with somebody in Japan or on the West Coast, um, or as a child, or even a baby or a pregnant mom. But my very favorite part is that I still get like shocked at how powerful this work is. A client will come back in and say, this habit that I've had for 25 years is now gone. I can't find it anywhere. I can't even do it if I tried to. And I'm always like, what? Really? It's just like so fun to hear those things. Um,
So can this clear triggers? If we've had trauma, yeah, it can definitely clear the triggers.
yeah.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
then you mentioned that you might be working with someone in Japan. Tell us a little bit about this. Do people in you're in Central North Carolina, and I'm sure there's a lot of clients who could come directly to you. And I know face to face is always good, but you said you could actually work online. Do you work through a video?
I work through Zoom calls like this if
Mhm.
people prefer this. And some people just want to get on the phone and call me. So we do it that way as well. Every once in a while, for a really, really busy client, they will email me and say, I've got X, Y, and Z going on. Can you just email me what you find? And I get permission and the appropriate paperwork, and I just email all of the energies that I cleared out for them. Um, and do it that way. And sometimes that's how I'll work with children. Like if it's a busy
Yeah.
parent, and I'll work with the child in that particular way. So it is really, it's
Well,
a,
and sometimes the child can be comfortable at home when you're doing it,
yeah,
not,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, nobody wants to bring their kid into an office and make them like sit still and
Right. I went through that. I understand. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
you have to lie here.
right.
Really, I don't want to.
No, I really don't want to. Yeah.
That's
So
super.
there's no forcing children to, to
So
participate.
all ages, men and women, boys and girls, no cats, dogs.
So I recently did work on my cat. There are plenty of people who are emotion code and body code certified that specialize in animals. I don't specialize in animals, but
I have a
do,
couple of friends who do specializes in energy work with animals. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, they definitely can be done.
Mhm.
Well, this is wonderful. Well, how is the best way that we can reach you?
So my website, which is essentialhealingwithdrliz.com.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'll definitely make sure write that down so it's one click to get to you right under this video. And this has just been so much fun. I love hearing about you, and I'm going to have to come. I'm going to have to come visit you.
I would love that. Thank you so much for having
That'd
me.
be fascinating. And again, with Living Will Connections, what we love to do is connect people with practitioners, healers, people who are thinking outside the box, who can find ways that work with you. We're all individuals, and different techniques work better with different people. But this is a way for you to get a taste of what Liz is all about, and get to know her. You can reach out to her on her website. And like you said, it doesn't even matter where you are. You could be in Japan. So it's fantastic. Thank you so much, Liz.
Thank you.
And take care and have a wonderful, wonderful week.
You too.